Alright, this is for the people that asked for a walkthrough tour of my IWA Deep South Carnage Cup 11 Fantasy Arena in Minecraft. The pictures that I posted last night got a bigger response than I initially expected, so as always, thank you guys for that. Glad you like what you saw. Now, the arena is not entirely complete, but most of what's not complete is merely cosmetic. Most of what's going to be done is already done, just some of the flooring and all that I haven't taken the time to do all of it yet. Anyway, if we come in here, come in the door to the right, first thing we come to is a snack bar. Now, guys, you'll be happy to know that the snack bar is equipped with beer, because we all know Carnage Cup is about booze, brotherhood, and blood. 3 B's, right? So if we come back over here, we've got a little merchandise stand. You've got your t-shirts and your title belts and all this, that, and the other. Now, Minecraft is limited as far as materials, so I did the best I could. The gold for the title belt and the red for another title, I guess. Alright, now we'll take a look at the actual stadium itself. Come over, and it's all brick seating, not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's functional. It looks fairly nice, and it makes the whole stadium pretty easy to access. So, it works. Now, we'll go to the ring, and with the ring, I went with the bare boards. Now, you see a lot of wrestling rings in Minecraft done with either felt or stone. They use felt for the skirts, felt for the interior of the ring, but you don't normally see skirts in death matches unless you're talking about CZW, and even they get away from them from time to time. Now you will see mats, but I did the bare boards in case I wanted to set fire to the ring and do all this, that, and the other. Now, something else a little different with my version. Most Minecraft rings you can't actually see under, but with the wooden planks you get a nice little view under the ring there. I thought about redoing it to try to simulate the metal frame, but haven't gotten around to that yet. Again, just a cosmetic little picky thing of mine that I may do at some point, I may not. Haven't decided. Now, we've got glass in the ring, but other than pane glass and cube glass, which you'll see more of later, a lot more of later, Minecraft is pretty limited on weaponry. Now, I'm not crazy about these fences, but unfortunately I'm not familiar with how to make mods for Minecraft. The whole system functions on JavaScript, so if anybody's familiar with JavaScript and can help with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, now we'll take a look at the actual entranceway here. Alright, and again, this is not to size. I realized after I made it, and after I started making the banner outside, in order for it to say what I really wanted it to say, it needed to be about 4 times the size it was. And I liked the outlay of the entranceway way too much to try and redo all of that and fit all of that onto the Tron. So I made the lettering pretty simple, and it kind of resembles one of the old Attitude Era Trons, I guess. Okay, now I do have gimmicks over here on the stage. We've got a wooden structure with a bunch of glass on top. Now, these are completely functional as far as Minecraft goes. Well, in survival mode anyway. You come over here onto the rafters, which, and you can throw your opponent off onto the glass. In survival mode, that will do damage from the fall. The glass will break. And in third person, unfortunately, you can't see the glass sticking into your opponent, well, like you would in a death match, but you can't have everything. we've got the flaming table over here, which is actually accessible from the Tron itself. And then we've got another high gimmick that I did over here. I named this one the Pit of Hell, and you'll see why in a second if you haven't already. You've got this plank, or high dive over here, I guess, and you would throw your opponent off of this, and I missed. It happens. But they land in the big pit of fire, which actually leads to part of the backstage area that I haven't completed yet. I've considered making part of that Kevin's office, but I haven't decided. Again, merely cosmetic. This is the major part of the build, and this is my first single-purpose, large-scale build in Minecraft. So I'm pretty happy with it for it being my first. And you know, a lot of time has gone into it, but that's neither here nor there. I kind of dig the lighting system that I put in here. Again, it is a fantasy arena, so you're not likely going to see a lighting system this elaborate in any indie promotion, but I figured, hell, if I was doing a fantasy arena, I might as well do it right and do it to my liking, so I did. Now, again, the high gimmicks are accessible either from the ring itself. I've got ladders on all 4 ring posts and up to the rafters, and then I've also got ladders over here on the Tron. Say the match comes over here, or say, and the fire pit up here is actually accessible as well. We've got ladders here, and then with the height variation and variable in Minecraft, you could actually throw your opponent in the lower flames on the stage itself. So there's a lot of ways to hurt your opponent. Your opponent will catch fire in survival mode, so that could be pretty neat. If we go up here to the rafters for another aerial view, there's actually a balcony that goes all the way around the arena. Again, another point of access to the backstage area over here, or the high gimmicks. And I realized last night, after I posted those photos, due to a comment from Nathan, that I neglected to include a commentary area. Now, most of my good visibility points were taken, so I decided I didn't want to take away from my actual seating and potentially paying fans, so to say. Of course, in indie promotions, you know, half the time the commentators can't see shit anyway. But we're used to hearing Nathan chant, "Can't see shit, can't see shit." But, you know, if the Tron functions the way it should, then we'll get to see all the dick punches and hear them called in all their glory. But, you know, I mean, it's not a bad vantage point. You've got a pretty good stance on the ring. You're going to miss some of the stuff on the stage, and if they're in this elevated gimmick over here that I came up with, which I neglected to show you earlier, this one functions on trapdoors as well. And it's just a suspended cage above the floor, and it's 4 trapdoors. Now the back 2 are the best ones to go to, and as you see, they are fully functional. But you would throw your opponent through the trapdoor onto a huge pane of glass. And I've thought about putting more down here, you know, building something kind of like what you see here on a bigger scale, since it is such a large fall. But the glass seemed okay for now. Now, there's one last area I'll show you that I just completed earlier today, as a matter of fact, as soon as I can get through this damn door. And we'll head over here, and this is actually going to be the locker room area. Now, all the locker rooms the same. Again, the materials are a little limited, so I kind of just made them the same to save a little time and to, just save myself a little trouble. You've got your shower area over here, a couple chairs in each room, a table, and then the wrestler's gear. Now that they are individual dressing rooms / locker rooms, so I did label them, and the way I labeled them is most of the competitors that are featured here have either been in more than one Carnage Cup or been in Carnage Cup one or more of the last 2 years, which are the ones I've been to. So first off, we've got Spider Boudreaux. Then we've got the Suicidal Beast, Brian Woods. Then we've got Freak Show, who's the only one who's been in all of the Carnage Cups. Then we've got the Angel of Death, John Rayer. Then we've got the Mental Messiah, Insane Lane. Corporal Robinson. Hardcore Terry Houston. The Duke of Hardcore himself, John Wayne Murdoch. And Belton Creedmoor. Alright guys, I've got one last thing, and it's another gimmick that I've come up with for the finals of this tournament. Again, there was no way for me to actually make a trophy, so I did the best I could with it. So, just let me get to it. Just give me 1 second here. Alright, now, again, the rafters are accessible from both the ring and the Tron itself. So what'll have to happen is it's set up for a fatal 4-way. So all 4 competitors will abide to get up here. Then they'll traverse the ladder up onto the top of the arena. Then they'll find themselves in the pit of fire. It's also surrounded by glass. Again, glass does break in survival mode. You can set your opponent on fire. So that could make for some interesting gameplay there. Let's see here. Then we traverse this ladder. And we've got 4 areas, 4 corners here surrounded in glass. Oh, and it's raining. What do you know? Alright. Now, you'll see why the vines are here in a second. And again, we've got ladders on each side of this, but we'll take this one right here since we're right here. You know what? Alright. We'll fly up a little bit. Okay, now this sort of resembles an Ultimate X, I guess, but it's a little harder to traverse than you'd imagine. That's kind of why the vines are here. You know, I just use this to walk through and enjoy personally, so I didn't want to make it too incredibly difficult on myself, being that I don't actually play. But once you traverse that, and if you fall off the sides, well, I screwed that up, but the vines are actually easier to get back up onto the level you were on than just falling and having to climb the ladder back up. But once you reach that point, you'll see a red tower here in the middle. And again, there was no way to do a trophy. And this tower's got ladders on all 4 sides, again, set up for a fatal 4-way type final. And the winner would be the one who retrieved the zombie head from the top of the tower. When you don't have what you need, make it out of something else. Alright, now other than just a quick view of the arena itself again, about it. Maybe if I can get back down here. Alright, quick look at the Tron, the high gimmicks again, and a quick pan of the ring and arena itself. That's about it, guys. That's all I've got, and that's where I am so far. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks.